Did you have sex with her?
Yes.
How many times?
Once. And because of what happened immediately after that, I was like, no, not again. In fact, I avoided meeting her.
Why?
After that, because of the the barrage of messages. We had sex once and all of a sudden,
she's expecting you to...
No, not that. You're trying to set me up to admit that I violated you.
Really?
Yes.
Right after first round?
She said one round.
Round?
And a quick one as well.
Why was it quick?
No, it wasn't that long.
Are you a quickie person?
Actually, not.
Sanbonani, Tozani, good people. This is Gogo Skhotheni, the DJ, the Kobela, the Young Kento, Ugogo, Mama 2K. Welcome again on the Venting Podcast. Thank you for all the subscribers, for all the faithful subscribers. Guys, we are back again. Please don't forget to subscribe. Tell your granny and your grandfather and your grandfather's girlfriend and grandfather's what to subscribe on the Venting Podcast. This is the one and only Ugogo. Mama 2K. Namhlanje I've got the one and only Mr. Nota Beloy. The Venting Podcast. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for that lovely intro. The one and the only. You said in such a lovely tone. Like really? You forced me to smile.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just want to get straight to the point.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back and forth. Hey, Nota, where were you born? No, I don't want. Straight to the point. You are trending because of rape allegations.
Yes. Accusations.
Okay, accusations.
Yeah.
What's going on? Did you do it?
No. Wow. You know, there is no appropriate way to behave. You know, I saw someone commenting on one of my posts and they said, you know, you're doing too much. You're acting like a guilty person. And I thought to myself, let me not respond because I'd already typed out a message and I was like, please give me an instruction manual on how to act like an innocent person, so I can do that. You know? Yeah, it is the wildest shock, you know, in my life. And even when I started seeing it coming, I thought to myself, well, number one, it didn't happen, right? And what looked like was a setup, I felt like I was able to quell because I saw it. I saw like text messages that I got the night after the alleged incident, right? And as soon as I saw the messages, when I woke up, you know, it's like 15 of them or however many, and 5 of them deleted. I was like, I need to respond carefully. I could see where this conversation is going, what it's alluding to. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes I'm not the smartest guy, like in this instance. So I fell for it. You know what I mean? And I don't know how I allowed myself to fall for something that, you know, I could obviously see. You know? Even when this person was planning to come to my house at another point in time, or the first time, I said, as a joke, don't bring korobela. You know what I mean? And then when I look at this situation, it's like, Lomundlo, I'm sharing a came or something. Like, how could he not see, you know, what was going on? So, yeah, man, just the trending, you know. I've trended a lot. I trended so much they banned me from trending. And then on Monday I tweeted that, hey, I'm trending again. Why did they unban me from trending? Something is clearly up. Whoever's planning whatever it is, it will not pass my reputation or my character is unimpeachable. Right? Even then I didn't think it would be like this, but I knew something was coming. And the day, Sunday morning, the day the news had broken in the newspapers, right? Because I knew that was coming after I got a call from the cops last Thursday. I was like thinking to myself, yes, someone is sitting out there and saying, the basic unbanner when Antonayam, you'll feel like you wish you had never trended ever in your life. Like,
So are you saying you think this is a setup?
well, no, it is a setup. It's not that I think that it's a setup. I mean, any reasonable person who read through the texts that are already in the public domain and that were used by the judge that granted me a protection order as evidence, right? Anyone can see that. The judge looked at those texts, saw evidence of clear extortion, blackmail, etc., and said, yes, let's have a case for this and let's grant this victim a temporary protection order until the case is heard.
Were you arrested?
No.
Not yet.
No, I haven't even been charged.
But the case is at court already.
No, it's not in court.
It's not?
Yeah, it's just a case has been opened at a police station.
You.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the process is that then you have to give your statement and the prosecutor has to say, okay, whether he's charging you and when the matter will be heard, or if he's not charging you and if the matter is struck off the roll and dismissed.
When did you start communicating with her? And what was the communication about?
Was in July. She wanted to meet over business.
Oh, business.
Yeah. But even the way in which she framed that communication, she sent a whole long essay. She's like, yo, let me know what you can do for help, if I need to pay you or I need to compensate you. Well, she didn't say those exact words, but if I need to compensate you in another way. So I don't like communicating via Instagram because I never check. I don't have notifications for my Instagram because it's a public profile and therefore you'll get notifications every Tom, Dick and Harry that's sending you a message, right?
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
I don't mean like that. Like, yeah, but
too.
anyone that's sending you a message, you'll get a notification. So I've turned off my notifications. So I don't like communicating there. So immediately, as soon as I'm speaking to someone and we want to speak more, I say, here's my numbers, send me a WhatsApp, right? Cool. Then she texts me on WhatsApp, oh, I realized I had your number all this time. No, you didn't realize you had my number. You had my number all this time. You can't just realize you had my number all this time. You know what I mean? And the way you realize it is because you sent me a message in 2017 sometime, you know?
Oh.
So I've got almost 9,000 unread messages on my WhatsApp as well because you can Google my numbers. That's why they're on my Facebook profile. And I like to keep it that way. I've had the same phone number since 2006. So the conversation then led to us having a meeting. We have a meeting, you know, business. It's like, okay, I'd like your assistance here, advice here. I'm like, okay, no, cool. And then after that, we're supposed to meet again, just to discuss business. We meet, and then the conversation then trails off, you know, and I guess you could say that's where the flirting started.
Okay.
But prior to that second meeting, already there were like just some overshare moments. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm in the bath.
Oh.
Hey, I'm PMSing right now. Oh, my flow, etc. You know what I mean? So already I could tell that this person is leading with this business talk or wanting to work, but these are the actual true intentions that she's stating. You know what I mean? Then eventually she's like, yo, I like you, whatever the case may be. And I've got another boyfriend, and I need to know, are you and I on? Should I end it with him? Or, you know, are you and I gonna play kissing cousins while I keep him around? But if you want anything more than just kissing, you have to give me something from a business. You have to help promote my career, right?
What career is it?
Music.
Oh, she's in music?
Yeah, she's in music.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know. I
the
know
reason
her as
why
an
she reached
actor.
out, yeah, she's been doing music. You know what I mean? So the reason why she reached out to me is because she went to a studio session and then she recorded on a song and then she was placed as a backing vocalist instead of a featured artist.
Okay.
You know? And also the parts of the song that she sang, right? The other part is like an indiscernible intro that is in some jumbled up Hindi or Gujarat or some other Tamil or some Indian language, right? I don't know the exact one, so please correct me, but it's jumbled up as well. So it's not like the exact language. And then it's the chorus of the song, right? Now, the chorus of the song, to my knowledge, was written by DJ Maporis, because he's the one who invited her to the studio to have her sing on the song, and then said, this is the melody we're taking from a Michael Cleese bootleg melody. We just need to add these words, right? And then he claims that those were his words.
Yeah.
So when we're doing the notifications, everything's sorted out, everyone's taken care of, yes. Okay, she sends this message in 2017, which is almost a year after the song's been released, but probably around the time it was released as a single, or just after it was released as a single. Like, I think it was released as a single sometime September or August 2016. And she contacted me in around April or May 2017. Cool. So that whole entire thing happens, and then what I just told you is what I tell her. I say, listen, when we're doing the notifications for the song, right, and submitting the song, this is what happened. This is who said they made this role. They said you are the backing vocalist. I wasn't in studio. I'm not the publisher. I'm not the person who goes to notify the publishers either way. So please discuss it with those people. You know what I mean? And the part that you sang, the person that's claiming that part is Maporisa. So discuss that with him. Like, you know what I mean? Ungasang fag. Because I don't represent anybody on the song in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? The song is released under a record label. That is the sound recording. That is the master. That is one component. The component she's referring to is the publishing, the composition, and my record label has got nothing to do with that. So, you know, I thought that was over. You know, it came up again a couple years ago, you know, during another conflict I was embroiled in. But, you know, nothing much was made of that. And I think that they all communicated at that point in time to the extent that she then got credited.
Okay.
So again, there was no way I could help her get credited, right? And I already said I wasn't going to get involved, right? When she reached out to me in 2017, I did not even see that message. So I did not get involved then. And then when the controversy came about, I said, yo, I'm not involved. You guys, whoever is on the song, sort it out amongst yourself.
Okay.
Right? Cool. So then that happened. And now then there's a post like, hey, I finally got credited. I had to fight tooth and nail for this credit, but all I got was 59 cents.
Yep.
And yeah, why did you get 59 cents? Oh, I was told by Nota that Maporisa, whatever, took my credits, right? And
did you?
I told you what I said. I had already said that this is how the song is constructed. What I was told is that Maporisa was the one who wrote the chorus. That's the why he's got the publishing share on the chorus.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
So she's gonna get credited according to that.
Yes.
To the agreement, okay.
So now you must remember she's credited now.
Yeah.
So whatever resolution needed to happen has presumptively happened, right? Amongst them. Why am I being put back into the story to corroborate the story? Why
because you're not even part of the conclusion and all
I don't
that.
even know what ubani uthole 59 cents. Angithola ngani ne-cent mina elimdaka. Angikho lapho. So why is my word now needed to be brought up?
Okay.
So it's like, okay, fine. I'm going to create an elaborate plan to get this guy. That's what it looks like to me. Because this thing starts on the day that the case is opened. It starts on Monday, Tuesday, which is when the case is opened last week, right? Cool. I'm trending again. Okay, cool. I'm noticing this. I'm noticing a whole lot of things. Again, this thing trends. The video goes up onto TikTok, gets 1 million views. And people are now attacking me. She's inciting this attacks on me. Hey, I'm not involved. I'm not supposed to be involved. My name was never supposed to be brought up. If this person was a genuine person,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. She would have never brought up my name. And also, you're speaking to me like personally. If you've got an issue, you're not raising it with me. You're posting on TikTok with 59 rand and you feel hard done by.
But she has your number. She should have communicated with you.
If I'm involved.
If you're involved.
So she couldn't. So what could the other intention be to put my name there? You know what I mean? Another thing, that you put Nota there. There's no one I introduced myself to as Nota. No one has met me and said, and hi, this is Nota. Everybody, Nhlamulo. That's my name. Okay? So when you're using the brand for leverage, again, why would you say Temba instead of Maphorisa? Because there's no one that refers to Maphorisa as Temba.
As Temba. Okay. Because Maphorisa is a brand. Okay.
So you're using my brand. You know me personally. You speak to me personally. But you're personalizing the person that you're saying now took whatever. And he's not, they don't see the name Temba there when they say view credits on Apple Music or Spotify. They see Maphorisa, DJ Maphorisa. So then I could see what was up. Now we're on Wednesday. Thursday I get a call from the cops. I'm just going about my day. Cops are calling me. Douglasdale Police Station is calling me. 699-1300. See, I grew up with Douglasdale Police Station being our neighborhood police station. You know what I mean? So maybe when a case yami or something that has happened, you know, that there's new news on. So maybe that's why Douglasdale Police Station is calling me. Okay, cool. I see another call from Douglasdale Police Station. This time I pick it up. By the time I pick it up, I'm seeing my notifications on my WhatsApp now.
Oh my God.
See a message from a number I don't know. Hey, I'm the investigating officer from such and such. There's a case open against you at Douglasdale Police Station. Could you please contact me?
Is she also from that area?
Okay, she's not from that area.
So why did she open a case there?
Where she worked before she resigned the other day, or on Monday, was in that area.
Okay, maybe she was closer to the... Okay.
But maybe if she reported the incident immediately after it happened, because it's in the area, she also would have gone to that same police station, right? Right? Okay, but that's not when she reported it, though. So, you know, she still had time to go to and from work, continue with life as if everything is normal. And, So, from that call onwards, I call my lawyers immediately. My response to the IO is like, yes, I'll contact my lawyers and I'll let you know what's up. She told me that to meet her. So I was like, okay, let me go to Douglasdale Police Station. I go to Douglasdale Police Station. When I get there on Thursday, I'm there with my parents as well. So my mom and my dad came with me. We get there. Because obviously when I got the call, first person I called was my mother. To say, Ndabi Ganji. So when we get there, the cops are like, are you sure? Who is this officer? What's her name? Oh, no, we don't know an officer like that. Like, oh, which department is she in? I call her right now. Call her, put her on speaker. Let's hear. So I call her. She's like, oh, I'm based in Roodepoort with another division, but the case was open there. So I could meet you there, but I'm not here now. Let's arrange another meeting. And I said, okay, fine. We'll arrange another meeting either for tomorrow or whatever. My lawyer will contact you. I call my lawyer after that. He's like, yo, get home quickly. Come see me first thing in the morning. Let's have a consult. And then we'll deal with that. And give me the numbers of that investigating officer. I'll speak to her about your schedule for handing in your statement, right? And so Friday comes. I spend almost the whole day with my lawyer. And then we get a protection order.
Okay.
So the magistrate there at Randburg Magistrate Court asked me to submit whatever evidence I've got. I filled out the form for a protection order. I submitted the WhatsApps and as my evidence and say, listen, I'm being extorted here. I'm being blackmailed. This has got to do with a song. It's got to do with an incident that happened at my place, and it's all being used to extort me for something, you know? And the judge reviewed the evidence that was given and granted the the protection order, right? And so I had that. So now I had that. Back on my mind, I'm like, damn, it's Friday, which means by tomorrow, 11 o'clock, the deadline for the Sunday papers is in. So already, if the cops call me on Thursday, the journalists must have it. Later on during the day, when I leave my lawyer's offices after he'd went to court and confirmed that he got the protection order, right? I get a text, a journalist from City Press, journalist from this. So I'm like, okay, but they're asking about the song.
Oh, not the other.
In the text,
Okay.
in the text, they're asking about the song. So I'm like, okay, I'm not responding to any of them. Cool. Let me notify the blogosphere. Forget the mainstream media. These guys, I'll make sure that by the time they print their story, wherever they got that information, whether it's from the police or whatever, that same information is with the bloggers who will be able to break the story and break it in their own way. You know what I mean? Not with whatever narrative is at City Press or at Sunday World, because all of those newspapers are newspapers I've criticized in the past before. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So they don't owe me any favors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Sunday World, the way they've covered me in the past, I was actually shocked when I saw the way the Sunday World wrote. I was like, like, when did he start liking me? Okay. I'm like, when did the Nwako Malachi start liking me? Because, like, I won't lie, he went in, ne? But I was like, I was expecting him to
crush you.
Like, I was like, I know Sunday World doesn't like me, so it did. Sunday City Press, they don't name names, but they include things. And they include my former wife as well in the story. And I'm like, why do you need to include her, in the story? It's like...
Don't you think people including her, because I also saw a lot of comments around that, they feel like you have been trolling your ex wife a lot, especially on social media. You said some mean things, you said this, you said that. So they feel like they involve her currently because now the media is trashing you.
I never said one mean thing about my wife, ever. 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 An honest thing is not a mean thing. If I say my wife abandoned me, if I say my wife allowed police to assault me in front of her, did nothing, took my car, went to work while I'm sitting in a cell, I'm speaking about an experience that I had where I saw someone who's supposed to be my partner in crime and in everything else, and the person that I devote my life to, I'm dedicated to. You know what I mean? I don't mishandle our relationship in any way, shape, or form. Is betraying me in the worst possible way. And that is a mark on her character. So if her character is not unimpeachable, that is her own fault. Me saying, this is how I experience this person. If, let's say, someone is saying, Nota is such a rude person or whatever, he's such a mean person. There's not one tweet ever of anyone ever that has met me, bumped into me in public, who has said, I bumped into Nota, most horrible person. Ever. Okay. Ever. You've never, ever heard that. Yeah. Ever heard that. The clip that they also use is when she was going on her little, hi, I've separated from my husband, I've abandoned the person that actually has supported my life, kept me alive during a pandemic that ended my livelihood. You understand? I'm backstabbing my only supporter. And it's evidenced now because she's got 0 supporters. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the truth of the matter. Yeah, have you seen her invited to a birthday party saying, hey, we're celebrating Ipetega Banban? No, Agana Bangan. That's why. So me saying that is not trolling and it's not mean. If a person doesn't have friends, it's the truth. It's not my truth, it's the objective truth. Agana Bangani. Do you understand what I'm saying? Umuntu ngana bangani is a person that does not have friends. If you consider the people that are working here your friends, then I've got news for you. You pay. We're not here for free. You paid for this. You paid for my ride here. You know what I mean? We're not here for free. So we cannot say, we're friends just because you got me an Uber to come to the venting.
No.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's like, but she got me an Uber to come to vent.
No,
she's now. You cannot. You understand? You cannot describe that as friend. So they're using that character assessment. Now she then on a Kai FM interview is like talking about me, talking to my friend, who I've known since she was 11. I was 13. Ne? And I can even say her name. Amanda Zulu. Amy Zulu.
Okay.
Okay? Yes. Amy.
Okay.
I'm talking to my friend who Umganwam is my friend. She's my homie. I don't want my friend to be dancing at tables and everything else. I mean, she's a Danefan girl, but anyone can fall on hard times. You know what I mean? And she's my homie. Nimshanga 2 years, number one, right? So we're peers. I got her a mobile Wi-Fi. I said, you're gonna be my PA for now. I'll give you a little stipend, a young 3.5 per month. And then anything you need, I'll cover the expenses for that. Her dad covers her rent and everything else. So she's my friend. Now, this is a business call. She's not doing what is needed. I'm screaming over the phone. We're at work. And this is my relationship with my friend. You go and take an observation of a private thing that happened between me and my friend. You go to Dineo Ranaka on KFM and speak about that to make a character assessment. Not once did you ever say, I've ever screamed at you personally.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Because it's never happened.
Yeah.
You can't think of any negative experience you've had with me when they're asking you about you and me. You have to pull out a third-party story.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You understand? Does that even make sense? Like, that is like a serious character assassination. You know what I mean? If I wasn't getting half her assets, I would have sued her. You understand? But then I would get less of half of that because I would already had it in the lawsuit. You know what I mean? So, the whole entire framing of it.
Because in the public, honestly, it appeared as if
she was talking about an abusive relationship. I was mean to her.
Yeah,
she never opened the door once.
Mean.
Once. Not once. There was never a time where she walked to a car door and it wasn't open for her.
What?
I don't do that with my ladies. I don't. You understand? I opened the car door for my mother.
Aww,
my dad doesn't even do that.
That's so sweet.
I travel with my parents a lot of the time. My dad will never open the door for my mother. She only gets that treatment when I'm around.
That's so sweet.
You understand? I'm a firstborn son, so obviously, naturally, we are our mother's bodyguards.
Yeah, true.
So, everything and the framing of it is like, I could see that these people know that, okay, Nota has this person, so people will believe this. And let me tell you something. When Musa Kola broke the story on Saturday, already the messages were out there. That was my only saving grace. Once people saw those messages themselves, they're like, nah.
So who leaked the WhatsApp chats?
I shared the messages. I didn't leak them. I shared them.
Shared.
And then once they're shared, they can be leaked. They could have been leaked by Postnet, where I printed them out.
Oh, yes.
I had to send them to Postnet. Yeah, I need to make an affidavit. Anybody could leak them. The police could have leaked them. Her statement to the police, in the Sunday World, it says that she never opened a case. How did they know that she opened a case? That's what she said. That's her quote, direct quote. She said she never opened any case. And the Sunday World said, listen, we spoke to the police. The police confirmed that there's a case. So who are we supposed to believe? The people that are the people that give cases? Or
you.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you're saying the police are lying. Okay, cool.
Did you have sex with her?
Yes.
How many times?
Once. And because of what happened immediately after that, I was like, no, not again. In fact, I avoided meeting her.
Why?
After that, because of the the barrage of messages. We had sex once and all of a sudden,
she's expecting you to...
No, not that. You're trying to set me up to admit that I violated you.
Really?
Yes.
Right after first round?
She said one round.
What round?
And a quick one as well.
Why was it quick?
No, it wasn't that long.
Are you a quickie person?
Actually, not.
So why was it quick this time? Was it that hot?
No, but okay, I'll get to that, right?
Okay.
But it wasn't quick at all. But it was not long.
It was not quick. Short. It was not long.
She arrived at 11:50. She was gone from my place by 1 p.m.
Okay. How is that quickie for you? I know it.
No, it's not like we started right
away. Okay. No, that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it was a quickie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could call it a quickie, maybe. Okay, maybe you could call it a quickie, but it wasn't that quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was just
longer than 3
okay.
minutes. Okay.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
How long should we last, Vel?
5.
Okay,
5.
I've never calculated.
5. But don't ask my former wife.
Why?
Because that does not apply. I probably could last an hour, 30 minutes.
Hour.
Exactly. That's exactly the reaction I would get. Yo, I sing cartel.
Yeah, I not. I wonder that you are not. That's a lot. Hour busy.
You understand what I'm saying? So now there's these messages that are coming through. I'm seeing all the messages. I'm like, whoa. Wait, what are you saying? Because I can already say, oh, you pushed me when you said we can kiss and talk. No. You said we can kiss and talk at the same time. Don't say I pushed you when I said, because it's either I said something or I pushed you.
Oh, yeah.
It's one or the other. Do you understand? And I'm a very deliberate speaker. I use the exact word. I don't say your bra, I say your brassiere. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The exact word. So even when you were speaking with me, you've been speaking with me, you know to use the exact word. Not the word like it, not the word similar, not page through your thesaurus and try to find. No. The exact word. I'm pedantic. That's the exact word for that. So now I'm looking at these messages, I can see it's a setup. And I'm like, yo, damn. We had sex it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad. I mean, for a first time. No, first time is never amazing. Asazan.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Asazan. Like, I don't know what you like. You know what I mean? Some women like their left breast sucked, not their right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Others don't like their breast touch at all.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing, is that it's never automatic. So each woman is different. So I'm dumbfounded by what I'm finding, what I'm seeing, and I can see the veiled accusations. You forced, you did this, you broke my boundary, this, all of these things, right? Number one, when you can text me at midnight, after 11, what, 4 a.m., 3 a.m., leave me 18 messages, there's no boundaries. You are not showing that there's any boundaries, because there's no boundaries. Why would you send a message longer than 4 lines to someone that you can call? Why uthumela ama-essay nama-essay shuthi uyangithethisa ukhuluma uyi-one. Like, seriously. Khuluma wena wedwa ke. Okay, let me put it in that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wokhuluma sozwa ngawo. Like, that's the implicit thing of sending a barrage of messages. And also, why are you choosing to mischaracterize what happened yesterday as if we both weren't there? Because obviously I'm going to say, no, that's not what happened.
Yeah.
She's like, I said no many times. You never said no once. She never said no once. Now, let me ask you a question. Ne? If you are saying no, you are saying no, ne? You are saying no, anguzo. And then I ask you, are you ovulating? What are you going to say?
I don't think I'll answer that because I don't want to have sex with you.
So if you answer it, then what does it mean? We're having a general conversation. Why would someone who's assaulting you ask you if you're ovulating? In the middle of...
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because that's where like, oh, hey, they didn't use a condom or whatever. We did use a condom in the beginning, right? And then I asked her if she's ovulating.
Then you took it out?
Yes, because I was losing wood. Wood. Yeah, I was losing wood. What?
Were you losing wood because of...
What?
The protection you had on, or you losing...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It does make you lose. There's ones that make you numb.
Really?
Yeah, there's guys that don't want to feel. And I'm like, how do you not feel and then still feel? Me, I'm an emotive person. I need to feel, like, you know what I mean? So I was losing wood. I'm like, yo, are you ovulating? Because I'm losing wood. You know what I mean? And
she said no.
She said no, she's not ovulating. So then...
You took it out.
You understand? So
okay.
Clean, sharp.
So you came inside her?
No, I pulled out.
Okay.
But hey, you can never guarantee.
Yeah.
There's
so if she could say she's pregnant?
She's not ovulating.
Oh, she said no. Okay.
Do you understand? Now in the text messages, she reconfirms that, by the way, I'm not ovulating. Send money for plan B. No, you're not ovulating. Why would I need to send a plan B? Okay, how about, since you are alleging something, right? Go to a police station, make your case, ask them for a rape kit, and they'll give you the plan B mahala. You don't even need to speak to me or ask me about it. You don't need to be further violated by me. I'm your violator,
Because
Ngish.
we've already done enough.
I should have done too much.
Yeah.
You understand? On a Wednesday, on your day off, this is when this happens. On a Thursday, you're sending me these messages. Friday, you're continuing. We continue our conversations. The moment where I was like, okay, all hell is broken loose, was we're having an argument because she was supposed to meet me. She couldn't make it or whatever. And now I'm busy. I gave her my schedule. Dude, the way I'm so like open, I say, I've got a meeting at such and such a place at this time. From there, I'm going to such and such a place. I'm not being an avoidant person. I'm telling you my full schedule. I'm saying, when are you available? I'm going to make time for you within the schedule, right? So why am I availing myself to someone I violated? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? And then she asked me something, and she asked me for some advice. I give her the advice, nicely, calmly. I explain it. And then she says, hey, when you say this thing is not magic, why would you undermine me like that? I'm like, Sissy, those are your words. The day after our incident, you said, work your magic on it. And you're now asking me for magic. And I'm saying to you, it's not magic. It's a process. It's systematic. It's strategic. Like, what response would you like from me that would make you respond to or reply back like a sane person?
Okay.
I
It's
don't
like she
know.
wanted things to happen now.
Everything.
Yeah.
Because I even after that whole exchange, yes, we had that exchange the day after, ne? And then it calmed down or whatever. And I said, I make one demand of you. Just don't go crazy on me. Don't go crazy. Like, that's what I'm implicitly saying. But I'm not saying that because I don't want to be mean. You know what I mean? And who knows? I can't trust this person enough. So even though I've slept with this person, when I write my messages, I'm like, one day, if these messages were to ever leak, I don't want anyone to read and say, yo, Nota, you're such a rude person or whatever. Everyone that read those messages said, you know what? I was expecting Nota to be vile or rude or whatever. But when I read, he's very calm. You know what I mean? Yes, because I'm Hlanye. You know what I mean? I'm a normal, sane person. And this is craziness what I'm being subjected to.
Why do you think you're being subjected to that? Because even I, from the outside, not now that I'm sitting with you, I know Nota as this mean person, Nota as this person who doesn't care about anyone but themselves. You understand? Nota nje, ongekho right.
So
why do you think in the public eye you are being labeled like that?
Because they're jealous and they hate. And those people who are jealous and are hateful have got some sort of influence, and then they influence people to paint my character. They've never met me. There is not one thing that people know about me that is a selfish act.
Okay.
When they say Nota, whatever, what is he associated with? Helping other people. He did this for such and such. He did that for this and that. He did this for that and that. That is not a selfish person. By action. It doesn't matter what I say, what I tweet. Just my actions. You understand what I'm saying? Unimpeachable character. You listen to people describe, Nota's a smart guy. Nota's a smart guy. Nota's a smart guy. How can this smart guy be a smart guy when you're talking calmly? And then all of a sudden when there's some controversy, Nota, yes, I.
No, my ex-husband likes you a lot.
You understand?
He likes
like,
you a lot.
Why is this person Ihlanya? And how lucky is this Ihlanya for 22 years? That's how long I've been working in the music industry, since I was 12 years old. Yes, since I was too young to register a company, and a company had to be registered under my mother's name. It's just something that I'm still dealing with right now. My mother needs documents and ID because I got my company back, So how is this person able to get lucky and successful over 22 years and maintain themselves? Didn't make it to the YoTV auditions. I went there to Menland Park with my mother in the cold. We're number 3 in the line. You understand what I'm saying? I was there earlier than everybody else. I had the best auditions. I saw people auditioning worse than me, and they made it through. Itu had her stint. She had her chance when she was a child to be on YoTV. Mina angitholanga leyo chance. I built myself up. from the mud, from scratch. And how? By helping other people. That's how I was elevated, because I helped people. And I did so much for so many people that it elevated me as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. It's unequivocal.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So the character that they try to paint me as is because abana dangi. They cannot say, you know what, Nota, you help me with A, B, C, D, ngiyabonga. I wouldn't be here without you. My kids would be rained on right now. The landlord would be chasing us out in the middle of the night if it wasn't for you. Today, angnabond, ngendlu, nemoto, nezinto. I'm not living at my mother's house like when you met me. See how your life has changed. Now, all these sacrifices that I've made had been at my expense. Had I been a greedier person, like there are many other greedy people that are out there that take advantage of people, that exploit people. You know what I mean? Had I been a greedier person, I'd be much wealthier. I wouldn't actually even have a problem right now. I'd probably have enough money to say, you know what, I've got enough money to pay off the lawyer, pay off the judges, pay off the people that appointed the judges, pay off parliament, pay off the president, everybody getting paid. I don't have that. I don't have that. And someone that felt that, yo, this person, even though they did not materially benefit from me losing out, because Itumeleng did lose out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They didn't say that, yo, she's an artist on this thing. She also wants a career and everything else. You know what I mean?
I didn't know she's an artist, honestly.
Yeah, but it could have launched her career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could have launched her career because that was a very big song, and it's still a very big song. And in fact, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, because every time I walk into someone's house, the song is playing now. All of a sudden. Every time I walk into someone's house, how like, I'm serious. I'm serious. Who knows what she's saying in that Indian language there? You know what I mean? So, you know, it's not Itagazelo, I'll tell you that much. So now this character that they're trying to paint is inconsistent with everything that anyone who's ever met me or knows me has ever experienced. You know? But they still leave it up there. My former wife still leaves that up there. Not once has she apologized and said, you know what, I've said some things, I've made some statements. She made statements that her life was in danger when she left the house, making me seem like some sort of abuser and all these things. Do you know how much damage that did to my reputation? I didn't sue her. Why would I sue my own wife? She was still my wife at the time. You know what I mean? Why would I do that? Because then, you know, then it's really irreconcilable differences. And I was trying to save my marriage. You know what I mean?
Who divorced who?
She divorced me.
At that time, did you want it? Did you feel
I
like...
still don't want it. Look at what I'm in right now because I'm divorced.
Oh, Nota. Okay.
I'm a married, stable, faithful guy. That's my type, ne? When I was married, did you hear that, yo, he DM'd Sbanban? He liked this girl's thirst trap. He did. No. None of them could get a hold of me. None of them could get a hold of me. Nobody could get a hold of me.
What do you think was the main thing that made you guys get where you are with your wife? Because you sound like you valued your marriage.
It was a hustle. It was a hustle. The women see me as a target. This guy he's made people's dreams come true. It's true. It's true. I can't deny it. I have made people's dreams come true. You understand? Through hard work, through a process, through systems, through strategy. Yes. Not through magic. But it's true. So I'm a target. The same way my wife targeted me, Itumeleng is targeting me now. And I told her myself. Sure. I shared my work. I shared the success of my work. You know? So it is what it is. For me, I was going into a marriage. No, we're not.
You're not talking with your wife?
We're not.
Would you reconcile if given a chance?
What do you mean, if given a chance? If she were to come back?
Yeah.
You know, that's a very difficult question. Because on the one hand, I don't want anyone else. That's why I chose to marry her, right? It's not like I was starting to date. I got married at 30. You know what I mean? I've had many chances, many girlfriends, many girls that I know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Many girls. And 100% of them, I wouldn't tell who they've been, right? And 99% 95% I wouldn't be ashamed if it was exposed.
Okay.
In this case, this is in that lower 5%.
Yeah.
I spoke to El Tito. You know what I said to him? Because it hasn't come out in the news yet, right? This is before it comes out in the news. So I'm telling him he's my homie. I said to him, the worst part is that I have to claim this body. Like on the body count. Yes, that's the worst part. Is that I have to claim this. Like I have to say, yeah, yep.
It happened?
It happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. You know what I mean? So, it's like, and that's only the worst part because I'm innocent. That's the thing. Is that, you know what I mean? So now it's like, I see what these women have been up to. It's just, I've just fallen for the same trap, except this time I didn't get married.
Oh my God.
I didn't introduce her to my parents, but I guess she had to introduce herself, right?
Yeah.
Because now they know about her.
Know.
The entire internet knows about it.
Are your parents supportive
of me?
Yeah, during
Always.
this process?
They
believe you. They're not like,
of course. They raised me.
Yeah.
They raised me. My mother raised me to open the door for her. You know what I mean? My mother taught me how to take people on dates. My mother would take me on dates every time. Every time we'd go on a date. So we'd go to sit, but we'd sit at a restaurant, we'd eat with my dad's money, obviously. But either way, that's why I love restaurants, taking people out on dates, vacations, and everything else. You know what I mean? When you see pictures of me and my former wife together, most of them were on vacation.
Yeah, I'd see them.
We're vacationing. And there was a point in time where I could just see like my efforts are not going anywhere. So even when our fight started, or the one fight that we had, I was like angboni, like you see me as just something you can use. Like that's what I am, niskorop.
What is this case doing to you emotionally and mentally? It hasn't started in court, but already
the accusation itself, the fact that there's a case in a police station, where everyone knows me. They've known me since I was a kid. There are police officers that were there to certify my birth certificate, certify my matric certificate. Those same police officers. They've certified my affidavits. They've handled my car accident reports. The same police officers are now, this is different. This is not driving without your license. This is not making an illegal U-turn. The usual stuff that we always catch you for.
How do you feel?
Like, I just don't know how I feel. Like, I was stunned. Like, I was shocked because I was like, you know what? If I am emotional right now, I won't be able to be tactical. I won't be able to move. Like, I need to be cerebral. Like, right now, I need to take myself out of my own body and say, do what's in Hlambulo's best interests. What would be in Hlambulo's best interests?
You don't know how to act because to act they're going to say you acting guilty. You act they're going to say you did it. So does it get to a point whereby you feel like I don't want to leave the house?
I've been feeling like that. I've been feeling that. I had to speak to my mother for 20 minutes on the phone for you to send me, for me to send the location for you to pick me up at my place. I was like, hey, I don't know if this is a trap or what, but I don't have Uber. So maybe you must, like my mother was willing to request, like my mother would request an Uber. I don't have Uber. I'm banned on Uber. I'm banned on Bolt. I'm banned on all these things. I went to some Palestinian protest in New York and then I got banned from Uber from that side already before I even came back home.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's besides the point. I don't know why I'm banned on Bolt, but I just discovered because I was like, oh, damn it, my Uber's not working. Okay, downloaded Bolt. Oh, I'm banned. I don't know. Maybe it's a case of stolen identity. Someone stole my identity, used my Bolt or whatever. I don't know what the case may be, you know? So now I'm like in two minds. I can't trust anyone that wants to contact me, anyone that sends me a WhatsApp. Hey, is this a trap? Anyone that wants to offer support. Oh, I'm here for you.
You don't
Anyone
know
that calls me,
trust.
I believe you. Yeah, you believe me, ne? Okay, sharp. You're probably recording this call right now, waiting for me to say something stupid, aren't you? I mean,
I get you though.
why wouldn't they?
You.
Right now, we got this dog.
Yeah.
He's down.
He's down.
He's down. If we don't kill him now, we'll never get another chance.
Because honestly, if you make it now, Nota, there's nothing that will ever break you because this is big.
Nothing will ever break me. Nothing will ever break me. I am designed. You understand? I'm faithful. So, like, there is no challenge. My future or my fate is not in the hands of my lawyers or the judges. It's in God's hands. That is it. Whatever He wills me to go through right now, I will go through it. You know what I mean? Like a champion. Like, make no mistake. I will go through whatever God wants me to go through. I will go through it like a champion, right? But I will never, ever allow myself to be accused of something so heinous.
No, Nota.
And then be silenced because people are uncomfortable with me pleading my own innocence. Like, how is it wrong for me to defend myself?
Yourself.
None of you are going to defend me.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to defend me. Nobody is going to defend me.
But I saw on Twitter, as much as you're trending, but 80% of people believe you.
That's because they saw the text. Common sense believes me.
But from the word go, Chris SL believed you.
He will always believe me. My people, I've invested in supporting those people. They support me the way I've supported them. I've supported them through hours and hours and hours that could be billed for. In business management services, mentorship, you know what I mean? There's many times people call me, say, yo, I need you for a campaign. I say, I don't do campaigns. I'll give it to my homie Chris Excel. That's money that's supposed to come into my pocket. I give it to him direct. Yonke. Nina Malin, 20,000. Night 20,000 yako Chris. Nina Malin, 10,000. Night 10,000 yako Chris. There's not... Chris has never even sent me a time to make calls on his behalf. You understand? That's the relationship I've built. So those ones I naturally... Those ones I know I built that relationship. When everybody was chasing the blue tick celebrities to be their friends and everything else, Mina, I said, I'm down with you, CBD Twitter. You guys, the bottom of the bottom. Mina, I'm one of you. Ngila, I'm one of you. When you see me, see yourself. When I see you, I see myself. So that's a long-built relationship.
It is.
You understand what I'm saying?
It is.
The messages, these guys had already formed groups. They were sending me screenshots of their groups. They've set up groups, Nota's Defense Force, in my name.
Oh, man.
In my name, saying, there's no way we're going to allow them to destroy you on this app. In my name. That is, for me, that is a picture of my funeral.
Ah, Nota.
No. Like, in this regard.
You.
There's a song by Shahid Lizzy, At My Funeral. There's going to be some bad bitches at my funeral. They will be. I won't lie. I won't lie. They will be. You know? But like that is the picture of like the day they're burying Nota on X, who attended his funeral. Look at all these people that came to support him. That was my funeral on X. I was supposed to be dead. On X, I'm supposed to be dead. You know what I mean? Java came back from the dead.
Oh, yeah.
He was dead.
Oh, yeah, he came back.
Me, I'm
like
still
he
alive.
never left.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive. And
God,
if we're just going on common sense, does anyone think that this, whatever accusation has a hope in hell? I'm just saying that criminal law states that for someone to be found guilty, it needs to be proven beyond reasonable doubt. What you're seeing right now is a whole lot of reasonable doubt. If you're questioning whether I'm lying about being innocent, it's cool. You can have reasonable doubt about that, right? But proving someone's innocence and reasonable doubt has got nothing to do. if you believe I'm guilty, you should also concede that there's reasonable doubt and that I could not be convicted with reasonable doubt. That is it. Moving on from that, now we need to look at how the people have behaved, just in general. Let's look at guilty behavior. Guilty behavior, right? I'm not moving on like everything's normal. Everyone's like, yeah, you play like it's normal. It's not normal. They're like, yeah, now he's going to run to every podcast. This is not normal.
It's not normal.
It's not normal. I've got one life. I've got one reputation. Nyala ngam.
Oh, yeah.
Nyala. No. No. Not my mother's son. I say that all the time. No. So, going on what's been happening, I've been in turmoil throughout this whole entire thing. My accuser continues with business as normal. So we've spoken about what happened on the weekend, the Sunday papers, everything else, right? Now it's in the Sunday papers, now it's everywhere, right? Monday, we see a post. I've just been served with a protection order. I've also resigned from my job. Crying for sympathy. This is my accuser at this point in time.
Who has a protection order?
I've got a protection order against her.
Oh,
they had to serve her with it. I got it on the Friday. That's what I was telling you about. Yes, for the harassment and the blackmail.
Yeah.
Yes, the judge saw this is blackmail.
Yeah.
She even uses the word blackmail, so she knows what blackmail is. She knows what blackmail is. Even though she's denying it's blackmail, she knows what it is, and she's lying. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, beyond that, now that the protection order, clean, is served, sharp, you're not supposed to continue harassing this person. You're not supposed to continue with what you are blackmailing him about. You're blackmailing him about potentially accusing him of rape, right? Sure. You're not supposed to be now alluding to whatever happened with this song that he's got no part to play in. Yo, Maporisa is credited for the chorus. If you got any issues, go to him.
Go there.
Yes. He's at the Leonardo on the 42nd floor. Okay? Please, go to reception at the Leonardo and tell them you want to see the GOAT. And they'll take you upstairs. So it's got nothing to do with me. Now, when it comes to her just saying, I've left everything with the justice system and everything else. Sisi, Sunday we read the Sunday World. You told Nwako that you didn't open any case. Manje, the justice system, what's going on? Just her story. I'm just apportioning her story. Everything is inconsistent. You were served, Gupi, M7. Weren't you raped just the week ago? They couldn't even give you off M7. I'm just saying, it's such a serious matter. Any woman that's gone through sexual assault deserves as many days off as she needs. Okay.
Healing.
Are you seeing a therapist? Are you seeing a therapist? This is a very traumatic thing. I'm just asking. So, Plan B didn't get it via the rape kit. Cool. Asked for money for it from a person that you're accusing.
Like maybe what to buy morning after pills?
Yeah, okay. Plan B is the morning after pills, sorry. I get it, she asked for the Plan B. Yeah. She said, I'm not ovulating, but please send money for Plan B. Yeah, okay. You're asking from your accuser. You're asking for money for a Plan B.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying? Your accuser, you're accusing this man. He is saying, you did not say no. In that very same text message where you said, I said no multiple times, he responded and said, you did not say no. You did not say, I did say no. You're not angry at that. You didn't.
Ufuna Plan B.
Ufuna Plan B. Do you understand what I'm saying? The man is saying, listen, I didn't even put my phallus inside you. I gave it to you to put wherever you want. And you did what you wanted. You dictated terms. You were dominant. It was you. You understand what I'm saying? Also, when someone sexually assaults someone, is there foreplay involved? Because rape is the penetration. Rape is forceful penetration, right? So in your statement that you made in your case to the police, which I don't know how the City Press got her case docket or whatever, but I read it there. You understand what I'm saying? But the city press says, no, we spoke to a relative. They didn't speak to any relative. They got that from the case file, right? The same way they covered names, whatever, they're also covering that up. Okay, cool. So it's fine. City press, you guys have got access to police documents, whatever. Sharp. It's cool. He said he sucked on my breast, whatever, and all this type of stuff, right? And I was telling him, I was pushing him off of me, and I felt powerless, and I was really exhausted. Okay, that's your story, right? On that day, you said in the morning, yo, can I come? I answered Ngaboma 7 or whatever, 8 extend Mangvuka, right? After you sent me a message.
Come back to your rapist's place.
No, come on the day of the incident.
Oh.
You wanted to come, ne? On that same day, right, you arrived after Boma 11. So you arrived just before 12, right? 11:52. That's when you said, I'm here, right? You're in the parking. Okay, cool. You arrived same day. You ran errands in the morning before you came. You were dropping things off. You drove from Kempton Park 2 4-ways, right? You drove yourself, right? Now, the incident happens. An hour later, you are leaving. You are driving yourself. Still, to Kempton Park. So you're telling me you were too tired to say no or to say anything audible, but you're able to drive up and down, run errands, be busy. Like, is that consistent behavior? Okay, let's talk about you being served with a protection order. Again, why are you going to work after your business was all in all the Sunday papers? Saturday, you and your work colleague Ben Pooza. Don't ask me how I know. Ban Bonile. In Puzelan.
Stress, maybe.
Because why? Because you were called by the same media that called me for comment, right? And you know what's coming tomorrow, right? You know that on one side you are saying, hey, I didn't open a case. On the other side, you are saying it's 2 different papers, 2 different stories from one person. The only person whose story is consistent.
Yours.
To the T. The only person who says, Bonan wonga ma WhatsApp wam. Angnandapa. I don't care. I've got nothing to hide. I didn't do anything heinous. And I'm a divorcee. So, like, the usual shaming is like, he was caught with this. I'm a divorcee. Like, I'm divorced. You understand? The person who you guys are saying I'm probably 2-timing left me. Okay? So, I owe her nothing. So, why is the character still trying to, like, the character assassination still going on when they actually you guys have got nothing on me? Say, oh yes, you posted. Never pity fuck a fat bitch. Who says that I think my accuser is the fat bitch that I'm referring to in that post?
Who are you referring to?
A fat bitch. And she's not a fat bitch because she's fat. She's a bitch. And she's fat. And that's why she's a fat bitch. If she was a skinny bitch, she'd be a skinny bitch, just like I'm a skinny nigga. You understand what I'm saying? People talk about skinny guys all the time. Oh, you know what I mean? You need to jump around the shower to get wet, all that type of stuff. Anytime when it comes to someone who's overweight, hey.
You body shaming. But when it's skinny, you're not body shaming.
It's not body shaming. You know what I mean? You can say anything about a skinny nigga. Hey, you're sick. Hey. Whatever the case may be. I actually don't want to say the things that I said because I actually hate the fact that people say things about people's health. Because I just feel like that one is too far. It's too deep. It's too deep. You know what I mean? You don't go there. You shouldn't go there. You know? Another thing that I'm starting to notice, I'm like, hey, I posted that something is coming. But even before this something is coming, hey, all these EFF fan accounts, they're on a mission. Mara upstairs, Tule, EFF gender desk. If their lowerly minions are the ones that are attacking me and coming for me, why is it not filtering up from the top?
Yeah.
Because at the top, They're throwing rocks and hiding their hands. That's why. They are supporting whatever is happening to me deliberately. There's no joke about it. Why? Those accounts don't tweet unless they're tweeting about EFF. They're accounts that are, it's someone, maybe Gogo Skhotheni's got an account and then she's got another EFF tweeting account that is for tweeting EFF stuff. Those are the only accounts that keep calling me whatever, calling me a rapist, all these things. I didn't even want to say it. Like, it just disgusts me to say that word and associate it with myself.
With you, Nota.
You know what I mean? Like, so, calling me all those things, and I'm so sorry. You know that I just looked down and I'm like, yo, I'm venting.
It's a venting podcast, darling.
I'm adjusting my seat position. I'm just noticing. I'm like, I'm just like, how's my behavior? Like, I'm venting, but like, I'm angry. That's actually how I feel. I'm really angry. You know what I mean? At the same time.
When do you think this will stop? Because I'm not taking sides, but I'm saying it happened with Strava. It happened with Tolis Moore. It happened with so many other male people in the industry. And after that, if the ladies are not dropping their cases, it just doesn't get anywhere. There's not enough evidence. And then it ends there. The ladies continue with their life while their men had to pick themselves up. Because remember, these allegations, like Jaffa, look what it did. It just told his career. He had to pick himself up.
I know what Java went through. I was with him while he was going through that.
Yeah.
I still speak to him like occasionally, but even while he was going through that, you know what I mean? He's like, yo, in any way, if you can support, cool.
Yeah. So my question is, what do you think should happen to these ladies? Do you think they should be now sued or they should be now arrested when they find out that they lied about the whole processes?
Okay, let's not even go into the lie. Let's just go into like what I'm dealing with and how I'm dealing with my situation, right? There's a protection order. That's a case of extortion. That is the case. I've opened a case. That needs to be heard. That is a criminal offense. That has jail time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hope my lawyers are able to argue with the judge to give the maximum possible sentence. As for everybody else, I hope my case will assist them. No, will assist them.
Oh.
Because they'll see such reaction to false accusations and extortion, right? And they'll see that there's now a deterrent. Others that want to try this very same thing, here's a deterrent. I went to visit a prisoner in prison who was imprisoned, and his WhatsApp text could not vindicate him. I went with DJ Spoo. I didn't post about it because it's illegal. You can't post that you were visited at what's this place in Pretoria. It's close to Zambezi. You take the Zambezi off. No. It's close to Bronkhorstspruit.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but it's a low security. It's for the guys who are about to come out. Like 6 months before you're released, they put you there. You know what I mean? Lovely. What was happening to me was a story I've heard before from prison, of someone who ended up in prison, who was telling me, this is how I ended up here. You understand? What was happening to me. So immediately once I saw that thing,
I came back.
Ding! Ngati, first things first. Correct anything that she's saying that is incriminating you. You didn't say no. No, correct that.
You didn't.
Consent. Got consent. You put this thing in yourself.
So she literally put it in herself?
Yes. You can hold it. Yeah, bambega.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, you hold it, you direct it. Very simple.
It gets in.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I insist with every woman that's ever been with me. Every woman that's ever been with me. Every woman that's ever been with me. Every woman. You can use a different Google account and confirm in the comments. Please, ungaspice. But you know what I mean? Ungaspice wena. Because I don't know your situation. Mine, I'm fine. But, so that I've... Mzala, the record. Sorry, my cousin's calling me.
No, it's
on
fine.
the other side. So, that's something I've done since I was very young, because of fearing being accused of rape.
Yo, I don't wish to be a man.
No, seriously, but
I don't wish to. It's like you guys. We can have fun of everything. We can say, I want to fuck Nota, and I'll fuck Nota. I want to do this. And I don't have to be careful of anything. Nota can't put a rape case against me. Do you understand?
A man cannot penetrate a woman. Rape needs penetration. How many young boys were assaulted? I was assaulted sexually as a child. Yes. I've spoken about it twice. Well, I've spoken about it 4 times. Actually, this is my 5th time speaking about it. The first time I spoke about it, I told my wife. And I was crying in bed when I told her. She didn't even flinch. Second time, I told my therapist, because I was going to therapy at the time. The reason I told my wife before is because I knew I was going to therapy the next day, and I wanted to tell my wife before I tell my therapist. You know what I mean? Because I was feeling some way about it. Third time I spoke about it on a podcast to say, this is what happened. This was my wife's response when I told her this. Fourth time I spoke about it on another podcast, shorter. The first one was like 5 hours. So people might have missed it. With Spoo. This is the 5th time I've spoken about it. You know what I mean? My aunt used to fondle me. My aunt used to make me, finger her. She passed away. My cousin, same thing. She passed away. The girl that lived opposite us, same thing. She passed away. Everyone that ever violated me when I was a child was dead before I became an adult. No, not to say that I did.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying you couldn't even face them.
By the time I could
realize what has been happening.
Well, I realized, I knew that it was a violation. Why? Because I'd keep my little brother away from all of those people. He's 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So they might have touched me, they didn't touch my little brother. Not my baby brother. You know? So, you know, I mean, even like it's something as innocuous. Like there was once this uncle who came to our house, right? And now he asked me to pull down my pants, whatever. So I'm pulling down my pants. This guy's grabbing for my foreskin. It's like, yeah, it's Mali. You know what I mean? He wanted to do that to my little brother. I was like, hey.
Yeah.
Then they can't even talk. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So he was talking about us getting circumcised, but I'm still a kid.
Yeah.
How old was I? This was in our house in Olivedale. So 93. It's either 93 or 94. I was either 3 or 4 years old. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, probably 94. Because my brother could walk at the time. So, you know, just going through this that I'm going through. Then the next thing, now I'm MT, making an accusation. Kicking a dog when he's down. Kicking a dog when he's down. And I'm thinking to myself, your BFF from your old stable, your homie, went through something like this. So the mere fact that it will be you that will be doing this to me is shocking.
Yeah.
Number 2, the reason why you're doing it is because you're covering up that you invited a girl to a studio session, right? And told the guys at the studio session that you were going to smash. And sought to embarrass her. So when she arrived at the studio session, everybody thought, oh, this is
the girl that's
my
going
B.
to be
My B. And then even when you say it, you say, the bitch was raped. So-and-so raped that bitch. Not only is she a rape victim, she's a bitch too. So what are you trying to do? No, what are you actually trying to do? Are you trying to expose something heinous that happened to someone? Or are you trying to call her a bitch that gets raped? That's what you're doing. That's the story that's up there. You understand? So
MT did not support you.
It's not about him supporting me. He was just trying to troll me, right?
Yeah.
but over something that is very serious, very serious. And don't worry, I'm opening a criminal case against him. No, I'm not suing him. No. Mela hlale phansi kancane. Aphole. Kancane. Bamhlalise phansi. Ahlale. Afunda abantu. That night, he didn't go home without crashing his car. God said, wena uzokokotela umakhelwane umtshela ukuthi imoto yakhe ichayisiwe ngaphandle. Go knock on your neighbor's door. Tell him, hey, ngimoshile. Instant karma. I didn't need to do anything. So I'm watching this Azanian doll video that she made. Because I spoke to her, I was like, what do we do? She's like, you know what? I'm just going to make a video because I can't go up on Instagram Live. I'm like, cool. When I watched that video, it's as if I sent her a video and I said, I need you to audition for me. Because I'm a mentor. You know, I mentor, like I help her a lot just with advice and support and protection as well. You know, from creepy guys who want to, you know, she's 21 years old. She just turned 21. She graduated this year. She invited me to a graduation. I was there with her and everything else. So despite what everybody says, puts up on the internet, like a Zenian doll sleeps at my house, sleeps on my couch. You understand? When she was going to school, she'd be recording with my nephew. The whole entire night was 7 next day. Drive. Because there's traffic from 4 years. It's far. Make sure you go to school. Finish school, girl. Finish school. I see you're doing all these things. You're doing only finish school. I stayed on her case. She finished school. She graduated. Mission accomplished as far as I'm concerned. That's what I wanted to make sure with her as far as my mentorship. I wanted to make sure she finishes school. And then everything else, the world is your oyster. I'll give you all my resources. Don't worry about that, right? So when I've never actually done a media training thing with her. Like I've never sat with her. But I know she watches a lot of my stuff, so she observes and she learns, and she's a fast learner. When I watched her make that statement, I was like,
bravo.
I'm proud to say I mentored her. I'm proud to say I protected her. She sees me like her dad. The mere fact that the entire internet, whatever, because she's got an OnlyFans, so we understand. And I've told her many times, yo, it comes with the territory. You are an adult now. You're no longer a 15-year-old girl. If you're a 15-year-old girl, I tell her that, yo, you see, your choices, you need to reassess them. I said, you made this bed, right? Just know this is what it comes with. You have to deal with it. You can never, ever, ever complain about your choices. You understand? So in that regard, you know, and the reason why, like, also when I heard her story, like, I was invited to a school to speak. And then she was like, yeah, as part of her school project, she's going to interview me. So she interviewed me. She told me about everything that she's up to after we did the interview. And I was like, okay, fine. Get in contact with me, whatever. Ask your teacher to send you my numbers, whatever. We'll chat. Okay, cool. She told me that she's working on music. She told me about her OnlyFans thing. I was like, at some point in time, you're going to have to cut it out.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, there's going to come a point in time where the OnlyFans is not going to be working for you, or it's going to lead you to exposing more of yourself than you are willing to. Can you make me one promise? I'll mentor you on one promise. No one will ever see your genitals. Ever. Online, I don't care if it's your boyfriend, you've been dating for however, he's not recording your private parts. That's where in Africa, it's public. You understand what I'm saying? Women breastfeed in the mall all the time, and we don't want to over-sexualize breast to the point where now when men are walking in, they're now looking at women breastfeeding with a sexual connotation. So the way she does that, cool. You know what I mean? I can't control her. She's not my child. You know what I mean? As much as I care for her well-being, she's not my child. Now, she also lost her parents very young. By the time she was 13, both her parents were gone. You know what I mean? So she went through her teen years without a mom to say, Mom, this is my first period. Mom, hey, sing nama bedela. Sing nama bedela. You know what I mean? What's going on, Ma? You know, Ma, hey, I don't know what's going on. My period is not coming every month like it's supposed to. Or she never had that. And I'm a man, so I can never give her that. She also never had the role of a father that says, when boys say this, when boys do this, this is how you need to be treated.
So she was just a loner.
You understand? From somewhere near Groblersdal in Limpopo, Mpumalanga. It's a fight whether it's in Limpopo or Mpumalanga. You know what I mean? It's somewhere there. You understand? Far in the big city of Jaws, he's staying in Bramfontein. My dad built a lot of the student accommodation. Like there's like some buildings. Long time ago when I was a kid, my dad was doing renovations. Danwell Properties, right? It's in Braamfontein. They own a whole lot of slums, right? Slums.
Yeah.
No, seriously. My dad built those, but he would have never let me stay there. I stayed at Ashanti at 10 Anderson Street.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. That was nice. That was nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, when I left high school. So I left high school. I stayed at Ashanti 10 Anderson Street. I've had my fair share of being young. I went to UJ in 2009. You know what I mean? I was on the road with Squatter Camp at the time. Do you understand? So I've been touring the countries. I've had girls throw themselves at me for longer than I care to remember. Do you understand? I'm not new to this thing. I'm not excited by these things or whatever. Even in this instance, it wasn't even about an excitement thing. It was like one thing led to another. We're having conversations.
Were you falling in love with her?
No.
Were you seeing yourself being in a relationship with her?
No. Okay. And I even stated that.
Okay.
I said, I'm not in any relationship
Did
now.
she ever mention a relationship?
Yes. Okay. She's the one who mentioned it. She kept mentioning, kept demanding it. She said, okay, if you're not going to give me a relationship and you just want to be casual, make my
career. So it was like a nigga.
That's not nigga. When we're having sex, you nigga. It ends there. You understand? I put it in your hand, you put it where you want, we both get something. Simple. Now,
don't you think she thought sleeping with you will make her career better?
Why would that do that? Why would I do that? Any female artist I've ever advised to say, if you sleep with anyone in the industry, they'll always be able to claim that. Now, Beyonce.
Oh,
One
of my biggest fear is to date in the industry.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's my biggest fear.
Okay, but now...
I don't want to date anyone who's in the industry.
Okay, so for me, I'm like, damn, I can't date someone who doesn't deal with being a public persona because it's going to affect them negatively. Okay. Like they're going to be thrust into the limelight that they never earned, they never worked for, they never acclimatized to. You understand what I'm saying? Anyone that's associated with me. Just the mere picture of me driving to drop a Zanian doll at school. Trended. Whatever. Timeline. Went crazy. People like, yo, our goat. He's got a new thing. So, just through my history with women, like, dude, I don't have... The only person I've dated or been married to that I'm not on speaking terms with is my former wife. And that's the only one that I married out of her. My other ex called me. Oh, my goodness. It's like, how did you fall for this nonsense? You know what I mean? I felt so ashamed. I felt so ashamed. But
she knows the type of person you are.
Everyone that I've been with knows the exact person that I am. You know what I mean? And all the women in my life, all of them on deck, sign the register. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard showing their loyalty. Damn. Yeah. So damn. Now I've got a very interesting summer coming up. So, like just with everything that I'm going through, like so the worst part about it is finding the silliest excuse to laugh.
Nota.
Seriously, like I'm laughing at things that I ordinarily wouldn't find hilarious. Yeah. But I'm like, you know what? I haven't laughed, I haven't smiled in a while. I'm just sitting there quiet, in my house. You know what I mean? Yesterday, I didn't touch my phone for the whole day. I didn't even post because I'm like, you know what? I just don't want to touch my phone. I don't want to trigger. I just want to fall off the trends list. When I woke up this morning, I was like, yo, I'm gone. Damn. Thank goodness. At least that's a little bit of peace. So at least when people go onto the apps, they're not seeing me on trending. They're not checking in. You know what I mean? It's normalizing. It's normalizing. But I can't say I'm not grateful for like the support that I've gotten. Well, I wouldn't call it support, but like the
faithfulness,
the fair treatment.
Yeah.
Like people said, okay, we are hearing that this is an allegation, but from the evidence that we can see that we can publicly comment on, there are some red flags that make us doubt the veracity of the accusations against this man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And there are some things that reinforce his belief that he's being blackmailed, that we can see, that are clear. for everybody to see. You know what I mean? Apart from actually having a protection order in that effect. But we can see from the conversations that are being had, the level of engagement. Like, bro, how are you sending 5 texts before you get a reply?
Sure.
That's 73 missed calls. I'm serious. Like, what am I supposed to say?
Nota.
That is 73 missed calls.
Nota.
How are there 8 messages that you have sent before getting a response? Like, how are you sending a message without having gotten a response to the previous message you sent?
Nota.
No, I'm just...
I get you.
Like...
I get you.
It's like... It's giving.
It's giving 73.
After this whole entire incident, you know, if you try me, if you give me time, and if you're good to me, I can be very loyal. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
You know what? Let me say this in closing. I wish nothing but the best out of this case. Whoever's wrong, let justice take place.
Thank you.
I'm not
I
going
wish
to
the
take
same.
sides.
Yeah. No problem.
And whatever that you going through emotionally, I wish you can find a coping mechanism for yourself so that it doesn't destroy you. I don't want to say what I've seen interviewing you now because it'll be like, I'm already taking a side. But I want to say emotionally, may this not destroy you and may it not change your character into continuing to help people that you already planned to help.
Yeah.
Because after this, Mhlamulo is still Mhlamulo.
Yes, thank you.
So don't let any situation change who you are or change your character.
Thank you.
Any situation that comes your way as a person, you need to overcome it, because if you don't, it will overcome you and your character. But don't let this change you, because sitting with you, not only interviewing you, there's something I've picked up and something that I did not pick. No. Nota, I'm just human.
Okay, bang shang came now.
No, I'm not speaking in a spiritual,
for that.
in a spiritual
I just
way.
want to know, goodbye. Like, do you
But
see
for
any
me-
Kemi on me? Is there? I'm just asking about, like,
No,
dude,
sir.
all these women in my life are scamming me. Like, bro, can I have someone?
Let me tell you this: if you're
Not
chosen,
bro, God, can I have a woman that loves me unconditionally?
you'll get Nota.
Amen.
You'll get.
This is the prayer I say all
A
the
man
time.
is meant to be loved.
Yes.
A man is meant to be
Yes.
to be loved so that the woman can be submissive. I believe in love. I don't care how many times I fail. I don't care if I get married again now and divorce. I believe in love. I believe in submission as a woman. I believe in taking care of your... I think when it comes to divorce or breaking up with a person that you thought might be the one, somehow makes you doubt love, but I don't. I still believe in love.
So do I. I nearly got married this year.
Oh, that's nice. I believe in love.
No, I pulled out.
I'm single though, but I'm
Yeah. No, well, I found a girl.
don't look at me like
virgin.
that. I am single.
She's divorced.
No,
you can only be single once. I keep telling you. So we're all divorced.
Guys,
When she goes to the dentist, when you see her, when she signs that form at the dentist, she doesn't sign the block of single.
Never.
You must return the form and she must write
Guys,
divorced.
I'm not divorced. It's
part of your identity
engaged. No, I was engaged. No.
Okay, fine.
I'm currently single. He's looking at me like that because on the last podcast I said I'm in a relationship. That's why he's looking at me like that. I'm not in a relationship, okay?
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm single and I'm not looking. But if love finds me, I'll find it. Oh yeah, if love finds me, I'll find it. And there's a potential something somewhere in Bloemfontein, somewhere there's a potential thing going on.
You looked at me and said, I'm not looking, and I felt it. I felt the rejection. Like the amount of, like, you know, when you're divorced, the amount of rejection you identify with.
Yeah.
As in, it's like we're just having an interview, but you are saying it.
I get
and
you.
I'm like, Like,
what's going on?
Why are you rejecting me? What's going on with that? I felt that, I won't lie. I looked down like, why do I feel rejected here? It's like, I'm not looking. Like, I wasn't expecting you to say something different, but I don't know what I was expecting you to say.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I wish you nothing but the best, especially on this case. And anything that's gonna happen from now on, take care of yourself. Pray more.
Yeah. Pray more. Yeah.
Pray more, Nota. Like, never mind. But prayer changes things. It might not look like it changes things today. Yeah. But one thing I can tell you, there's a certain prayer you prayed 3 years ago, 5 years ago, and it changed your life 3 years after, 3 years later. So never stop believing in prayer.
No, thank you.
And
I'm a product of a praying mother. Nice. And a praying father.
Nice.
And we pray together whenever we can.
Nice.
I've been praying a lot. I've been praying a lot. I didn't cry through this because I have to focus, I lost my niece earlier this year. She was born in 2001 here in Brenthurst Clinic at around 8:05 p.m. 20th of December. And I remember because the birth announcement just happened after Generations had started. My dad said, "Oh, you have a new niece." It was tough accepting her passing because we had just gotten off speaking terms very recently before that, right? We weren't speaking, and it was because of my objection to her spiritual journey. Her spiritual path. And I didn't agree with it because, like, as a family, we're like Christians and we don't do traditional things at home or anything at all. So it's like, this is against what we've been raised by in terms of family values. And also the way in which I'm just seeing it everywhere. I'm seeing a lot of opportunity for bad actors to make use of people's perceived spiritual awakening to entrap them in things that, they didn't know what they're signing up for. You know what I mean? And so the spiritual journey went on, whatever, it happened. Okay, she dropped out of school. She's going to University of Pretoria. Techies. You know what I mean? Her younger sister now finally matriculated. This person got 5 distinctions in matric, by the way, when she graduated. And my then wife and I went to go visit her in Polokwane, celebrate with her for a matric, get cake, etc., etc. So, I had high hopes. It's like, my niece, I've watched her growing from the time where
you felt
we were
like
running.
This is scamming her, this thing of the spiritual gift.
Have you ever heard Hardy does outside, and then thought it was a baby crying and then run?
Yeah,
that's what used to happen with her when she was an infant. I'd hear Hardy does. Hey, my niece is crying. Let me go to a cot. So watching her develop, grow, and now she's about to become an adult. She was born in 2001.
I get
Prior to this happening, I find out that while I was in the US, she fell pregnant, just had a baby, in that period. While I was in the US, fell pregnant immediately, had a baby before I landed and came back, So I found out about this, I'm upset, I'm angry. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, she cannot talk to me,
Then she passes away. While you guys are not in taking terms.
And while I'm angry.
How do you feel?
And even in her burial, because of her spiritual gift and everything else, or her spiritual journey, the burial has to be done before sunrise, a whole lot of things that we're not used to in my family, that we're just not aligned to. So I don't even get to see her burial or whatever. I don't even get to see her before she goes. I never got to see her for the last time or anything else. But, my sister did. And I held her baby in my arms just after the funeral, after we came back from the grave for the first time. Yellow bone like me. I don't know where she gets yellow bonus, because abazal bakhe, abokoko bakhe, they're all dark. You know what I mean? So I held her in my arms, and two things dawned on me. I was like, wow, this is that same feeling I felt, when I held.
she was born.
And now, damn it, I know how people naturally are. They're going to use this child to replace her mother. No,
It's not gonna
my
happen.
niece is irreplaceable. She lived her life. Her daughter is completely a different individual.
She has to live her life as well.
She has to live her life without expectations. And also, we cannot grieve into the child. That's just a bad or a negative energy. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm distraught, man, because like when I was lying in my bed, crying. I'm crying. Okay, cool. I've done enough crying. I'm lying in my bed. It's very early in the morning. Then I turn on to Fox News. I'm a big Trump fan, for those that don't know. So This is your first time hearing this. I'm a big Trump fan. There's nothing that Trump does that I'm not watching live.
Okay.
That was the day Trump nearly gets shot. I'm crying in my bed saying, hi, God, Maranao.
Then this happens.
Then I watch God. Like immediately.
And then tugu, this happens.
Now watch God. Watch God. That's what my belief is, like, watch God. Whatever happens to me, watch God. Like, I've got no fear. Zero.
That's me.
Whatever happens to me,
Just
watch God.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Nota
No,
for
thank you for
coming
having
to the.
me.
I'm very honored for you to be here.
Yeah, no, thank you.
This was a very great one.
Yeah, I've been eagerly anticipating my opportunity to vent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you vented. Nota, you gonna come? Nota, you gonna come? I'm joking. Nota, I'm joking. Nota, I am joking. Nota, I mean, I'm just a human being. Please. I believe in God. I'm joking. Thank you for coming. And guys, do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. Mwah! I love you.